Dorm security detained me as an illegal trespasser until they discovered I was the dean of students. They had been increasing security after finding 3 students with expired visas last semester. As a Latina mother in old sneakers, I triggered every illegal alert just by existing and looked like someone with fake papers, not their dean. I looked so Mexican that other parents always spoke to me in loud, slow English, then blinked in confusion at my lack of accent. So when the guard abandoned his conversation with white parents and headed for me and my daughter Alicia, I knew we were done. He strode over, fingers on his radio. IDs and campus authorization. Now. I reached slowly for my purse. Before I could pull out my wallet, he held up his hand and leaned in close. He spoke in exaggerated slow English, stretching each word like I was a toddler, pointing at the dorm entrance, then at me. You need badge, comprende? His fingers made little walking motions, pantomiming that I needed to leave. I responded in perfect English that I worked at the university. He snorted, looking me up and down, then made a scrubbing motion with his hands, asking which building I cleaned. White families streamed past us, suddenly very interested in their phones or finding things in their cars. Nobody stopped. His gaze dropped to Alicia's backpack. He yanked the strap hard enough to make her stumble, running his thumb over the designer logo. His fingers traced the leather, eyes narrowing. Where did we get that? Stealing from students? Stealing drugs? Before I could answer, he ripped my purse off my shoulder. Lipstick rolled across concrete, tampons scattered, pills rattled in bottles as he shook each one. He crouched down, poking through my items with his pen. Alicia's hands trembled as she insisted I wasn't a criminal. The word came out sharp as broken glass. Yet, he stood slowly, unclipping his radio with theatrical precision. Static crackled as he pressed the button. Got a trespasser at West Dorm. Hispanic female refusing to leave, getting aggressive. His eyes never left mine as he lied. Need backup immediately. I kept my voice steady, explaining I worked at the university. Had for 15 years. He laughed, a harsh bark that made Alicia flinch. He said the cafeteria was closed today, but he knew someone at ICE who'd find me work back home. His boot knocked against Alicia's pre-med textbooks, scattered from her box. He kicked them aside. Pages fluttered across the walkway like injured birds. He grabbed the cardboard box from Alicia's arms and upended it completely. Family photos scattered across concrete. My parents' wedding, Alicia's first communion, 3 generations at Christmas. Then something wooden clattered out. My grandmother's rosary, hand-carved in Mexico, passed down through generations. Each bead had been blessed by her priest before she died. He saw me reach for it and brought his boot down hard. The beads exploded like tiny gunshots. Alicia dropped to her knees, frantically gathering broken pieces. He kicked them further, scattering fragments into the grass. Save yourself the trouble, he said. Your mom's going back where she belongs. Sacred wood disappeared into sidewalk cracks while my daughter wept. The words barely left his mouth before his hands were on me. He grabbed my shoulder, driving me into the dormitory wall. Pain exploded across my ribs. His knee pressed between my shoulder blades, forcing me to concrete. Should have swam back when you had the chance, he growled. Alicia's pleas echoed off buildings, begging, sobbing. The zip ties appeared, cutting circulation as he yanked them tight. You're next if you don't shut up. My daughter's cries stopped instantly. I managed to catch her eye. Mouthed, Te amo, stay calm. He radioed dispatch about a detained trespasser requiring transport. Voices approached. The president arriving early with donors. He rounded the corner, froze, then roared, "What are you doing to Dean Reyes?" The guard stumbled backward off me, white as death. Sir, I didn't know. The president freed my bloody wrists, helped me stand. Alicia wept over wooden fragments in her palms, all that remained of her great-grandmother's rosary. The president called campus police immediately. The guard started babbling. Wait, I was just doing my job. She had no badge. Officers arrived. As they read his rights, he thrashed against the handcuffs. This is a mistake. I've worked here 12 years. His file revealed 28 buried complaints. The university apologized to Alicia at freshman convocation before her entire class. I implemented mandatory bias training and created parent ambassador programs. At trial, he sobbed on the stand, begging the judge to understand. I testified calmly while he shook uncontrollably. Verdict: 18 months federal prison. As they let him out, he screamed about unfairness, his pension, his kids.